welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a magical day. And this is today even more magical because today we're doing something very it's been so long. Not so long, but so long. So very excited. We're doing Angelina Jordan today. I have nothing from Whitney Houston, and it's a cover. I've done this song of hers again, I feel like. But she brought out a huge, recent, completely redone of the cover. I don't know if it's completely different or whatnot, but I did see her voice developing and her technique and everything. So I want to see how she sings this cover this time. Very excited. It basically came out this July, so a month ago. And I'm just super excited to see how it is. If you guys don't know, this week, on Monday, we're doing Angelina. For the next 3 weeks. For the next 3 weeks, on Wednesday, we're doing a Nightwish or Floor Jansen. One of the two. Depends on what video I want to check out. And on Fridays, for the next 3 weeks, we're doing Aurora. So, if you guys are a fan of any other of the two that I'm doing this week, heads up, so you guys know. And I'm going to be doing them for 3 weeks, continuously, until Friday of the last third week, where I will be making a digital painting artwork of them in a huge mural, and I'll be completing them in a video so you can see how it went. I'll obviously do a voiceover, and it's because I'll be in university, so I won't actually have the materials, the traditional materials to do traditional artworks, and I thought it would be fun to try and make a digital artwork since I haven't actually tried this technique that I'm gonna go for. So yeah, very excited. But let's get into the video right now.
Share my life, take me for what I am, and 'cause I'll never change all my colors for you.
Okay, first of all, I love how they introduced that. We start giving light into the room, and that slow to fast zoom that had a bit of a curve to it as well was so satisfying and just perfection to enjoy. Beautiful. That light, it almost reminded me how we had the old movies like introduce singers and stuff on stage and like the cool zoom ins and stuff. Like and that light specifically, I think the light when it lighted, I was like, I feel like I'm in an old, like I'm watching an old black and white movie in a way, which is so cool. I love how we have the detail of the chandeliers in the beginning, because that's from where I understood that that was a room, and then that zoom in and we see the figure and then it lights up. Beautiful. Oh my god. And also, like, I love how she starts with a lot of air. You can hear a lot of air and she's high up. Just beautiful. I like how it's like starts off light.
Share my life, take me for what I am, and 'cause I'll never change all my colors for you. Take my love, I'll never ask for too much, and just all that you are and everything that you do. I don't really need to look very much further. I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. I won't hold it back again. This passion inside, I can't run from myself. There's no way to hide. But don't make love from a door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you're there.
okay. I love it so much. She nailed it. And she brought in some new like changes than what she did like last time. I love the ending that's lighter. Especially because when she repeats it, she could go deeper or higher. And it's gonna like bring something interesting to the table. It's not just gonna be a regular repeat of the same part. Which is really, really cool. I am just in love with how she performed the high notes. Because they're perfect, they're strong, they're clean, they're clear. They were like, you could see her expression, full of passion. I reminisced the original. I could see how she would slow down in certain parts, which she loves to do. She's done it before in the past, I remember. But I see it a bit less right now. And I see that quick comeback that comes in deeper and is really powerful, especially because until and before we reach the high notes, she's done so much work with a breath, like an air in her voice. It's not like her chest voice, which is like like this. It's like a air in her voice. It's very like whispery tone, and it gets to that like point where you like. She works with it so well that she starts with an airy voice, finishes, let's say, the sentence in a bit of a deeper finish, but she always like fades it out, so it's also light. And then she builds up as we go, so leaves a bit less air and a bit less air, to the point where when she climaxes, it's so deep and so nice and powerful. And then she reaches complete high notes and that session of high notes and just destroys everything. And you cannot think of or hear anything else. It's just her voice and how beautifully she's slaying those high notes. Like, she hit those high notes perfectly. I still remember it in my head, and I want to go through it again before we continue because I loved it. Can we just like appreciate like that? And just how she held it, and how clean that was. The second one was held a bit longer than that even. Ooh, wow. I'm gonna be analyzing it as we go with this one since we really listened to it first time, so. Ooh, I love the change with how she played with her mouth to darken and deepen the tone of the last phrase. Beautiful. And I love how she, for this phrase, again extends the high note, which goes deeper at the last part. Beautiful. And she cuts the first one a bit faster, which gives the second one even more time and gives it even the appearance of even more time than before. It's like the perfect like way to handle the note correctly, to like sound even more than what she's bringing. And it's perfectly like executed. It's so beautiful. I have to say I've missed her so much. It's so fun. She's so enjoyable to perform and like listen to. Don't walk away from me, no. And here she doesn't go over the top. Like, I love how she gave it everything that was needed to be given at those high notes. And then here, just like I feel the passion, but she's cooling off as well. It's like you feel the energy, but she knows that she's not gonna go top again. She's gonna handle it correctly, so that when she reaches top again, it's gonna matter. I have nothing. That was the best. Like, I love and I know the original. So to do it like this, like powerful, like it's usually powerful, building up. This, like that beautiful power that you know the original and you're like expecting the power and it like lightens up. You're like, ooh, like it's so interesting. And you're like, I want to see if the second one's gonna be like that, or if it's just for this one, which is really cool. So let's continue naturally and normally. If I don't have you, yeah. If I don't have you see no right through the heart of me. You break down my walls
strength of your love.
Lots of chest voice here and a bit of a deeper tone. I like it. I like it because we started light, so the second session gets deeper. Nice.
Your love. I never knew love that I known it, whether you're where the memories survive. Oh, one I can hold on to. I don't really need to look very much further. I don't want to have to go where you don't follow.
I love how she builds this one because there's smoothness, there's like a regulation of the voice, it's consistent, it sounds beautiful. I also stopped it to mention the nice shot. We got a similar shot to the Elvis cover she did, Suspicious Minds, which I not recently, but I did do I feel like it was pretty close, like a few weeks ago probably that I did it, of Elvis's cover that she did, and they did use a similar shot. I don't know if they're gonna continue with it, but I love mirror shots that are cleverly done. I don't want to over repeat them, so once every music video would be too much, but it's just 2 music videos, so I don't mind. I really like it though, like it's a favorite of mine to work with a mirror and angles of a mirror, so I don't mind. It's really beautiful. The angle also is so appropriate and like perfect.
Where you don't follow, I won't hold it back again. This passion aside, can't run from myself. There's nowhere to hide. Your love I remember forever.
Can we mention that I feel that she's building up, and she is, but she's not going over the top straight away. Because you see it in her like facial expression that she's feeling it, but she also controls it really well. So it's not over the top from right now, which is really cool.
Your love I remember forever, but don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare. I must die imagine you there. Don't walk away from me, no. I have nothing, nothing, nothing. Don't make me close from a door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you're there. I must die imagine you there.
That deep ending. I love it when she does deep endings. Oh my god. You cannot understand how like beautifully she's working with these sessions of high notes. Like she has those moments that you know are gonna hit high, and they do. But she controls also her voice so well that afterwards she does not go over, let's say, over a bit of her chest voice at all with the rest of the notes, which gives the climaxes and the high notes so much more delight when they're hit. It's beautiful. I also love how she did change the duh, 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 and she hit completely high. It's so beautiful. And it hit beautifully.
Make me close.
Can we just mention that she hit that even harder than the first time? And it was perfect. Ah!
From a door. I don't wanna hurt
And that hold is perfect.
anymore. Stay in my arms if you're there. I must die imagine you there.
So this part is a high note, but it's softer. There's not that passion and that energy that she brings in her complete high notes. And you can hear it. She's more relaxed. Her voice is more fluid and soft. But it's still high note level. It's so cool that she can control her voice in such a way. I love it. It sounds so interesting. Oh my god. Okay, let's go from the part that she hits the step once that I mentioned, that I like that she changed that because it's what it needed. It makes things interesting, especially when you're doing a cover of an original that we're used to, and we need some parts that are the key parts to be different when they need to be. Like when there's stuff like techniques like building up like that. If in the first one you have the space to like descend for the first one, but the second one, let's say, builds up and then has another high note where you can like go over the top. If you do it dramatically, it's gonna be even cooler. So she builds up. First one sounded exactly like the first one she did. First level. Second level, she held her note. Third level, she held her note, but not in a soft way, but in a super powerful way, which was beautiful. And then she tops it up with the coming up high note, which was golden. The fact that she does this and goes through this just so flawlessly, like, makes me understand how much more she's worked and how much she's developed, because it shows so much and it's so enjoyable to watch. It's just fire. I love it. I can see all her work because she goes through these high notes and doesn't take a breath. She like continued from the step level high notes to right off the completely high note, starts a new session, the second level has a high note again, and it's even higher. And she seems like she just took 100 breaths and she's just fine. Okay. Let's go back from the right point. She killed it. Oh, that ending. I wanted that because she was descending towards it and I was like, she's gonna do an ooh ending. I wanted that so badly and she did. It sounded beautiful. That's the video I was talking about. In this video, she also has a mirror shot, which is just as beautiful. I like mirror shots. They're beautiful. I love how we got just a bit of backing vocals at the end. It was like the perfect conclusion level. I loved it. This is my new favorite song from the two versions she's done. Like, she's improved so much. And when you put the two versions together that she's done, you can clearly see how much more control she has over her voice, how much more understanding of, let's say, what she wants to work with and towards the song, like she's done and she's executed as well. And like, it's not just her thought process showing, it's actually like through the voice and the performance showing it like crazy, and it is beautiful. I love it. Oh my god. Oh, I missed getting so surprised. Oh, it's so fun. I love it, especially because the song is just so iconic. Reaching those high notes is so beautiful, and somehow she's managed to make those high notes even more unreachable and cool because of how she handles her voice with that descent and like dramatic descent and then like powering up. It's so cool. She just slightly tweaks the amount of hype and low she's gonna go and how quickly she cuts it and like prolongs the second part, let's say. That it changes the whole like experience, and you don't actually understand it that like easily. If you were just like to go through the song, you would just enjoy it so much that you wouldn't think about it. And you'd be like, whoa. Oh, that was so enjoyable. I cannot wait for the next one. Next Monday for Angelina Jordan fans. Wednesday is for any Nightwish fans. And as I said, Friday is for any Aurora fans. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications that will be sent. And I'll see you next time in my next reaction. Bye bye!